So recently, I've had quite a few people reaching out to me and asking me for my take on the new Bank of America program that is being offered to Blacks and Latinos. So you can take a look here and you'll see some of the headlines that have shown up. But what's interesting is that first and foremost, as frequently is the case with headlines, it's not true. This program is not exclusively for Blacks and Latinos. It is actually illegal to deny someone a loan based on race. And in reality, when we take a loan application, you can ask someone, we're supposed to ask people their race, sex, and ethnicity, but if they don't want to reveal that, they do not need to. It is not the law. So if I'm on the phone with you and I take your application, I don't know what you are, and you don't need to tell me, even though by law, I'm supposed to ask. So if they cannot discriminate against anyone, then literally anyone could get this loan. The trick or catch or whatever you want to call it that makes this seemingly targeted for Blacks and Latinos is that it is only for Black and Latino, predominant Black and Latino neighborhoods. So you have to have more than 50% Black and Hispanics to be able to move into those zip codes. Now, Bank of America is only rolling it out in a few certain areas. It's not all across the country. It's in a few certain towns. And within those towns, it can only be in the zip codes that are predominantly Black and Hispanic. Now, I'm not a cynical person, but I had a cynical person tell me, oh, so this program is going to keep the Blacks and Hispanics in their neighborhoods because if you are a Black and Hispanic person in this neighborhood and you want to buy, you can only buy in the Black and Hispanic neighborhood. You cannot integrate or move out. And I thought that person was really cynical, but that is a point. Now, the cynical person would also say that the reason this program is coming out is because Bank of America is also involved in some lawsuits about their involvement with Countrywide and the subprime debacle that happened years and years ago. So it's great to have some headlines that say rather than Bank of America in lawsuit or Bank of America in court, it's a lot nicer to say, hey, Bank of America is rolling out a program to help people. That's beautiful. But here's the real problem with the program: math. That's right. Grab your calculator because math is the problem. The way the program works, you cannot earn more than the median household income in the area that is designated for this program where it's being offered. Like I said, it's not being offered everywhere, but I'm in Long Island, New York, so let's use Hempstead, which is one of the areas that may end up getting the program based on what they're talking about. And Hempstead also has to be the largest township in the United States. So there you go. This video taught you something new if you didn't already know that. Now, according to Data USA, the median income in Hempstead, New York, 11550 is $62,569. That's about $5,214 a month. Now, with this program, you cannot use more than 28% of your pre-tax gross income for your mortgage. That'd be about $1,500. And you cannot use more than 36% of your gross income for all of your financial obligations that would appear on a credit report, including the mortgage. So there are some restrictions. So this also means that you've got to be a person with low debt, most likely, to be able to have this. But here's the problem. Take a look at this home that's right here. This is the cheapest house that I was able to find in Hempstead, 732 square feet. By the way, when my wife and I visited the Venetian Hotel recently in Las Vegas, our standard room was 650 square feet. So this house is a little bit bigger than a hotel room in Las Vegas, about 82 square feet larger. Now, the principal and interest on this home is $1,800. Now, I just said that mathematically, if you have the median income in Hempstead, you would not be able to exceed $1,500. Well, this principal and interest is $1,800, so that person couldn't qualify for this. And that $1,800 does not include property taxes and homeowners insurance. When we add those, you are way out of bounds. So the challenge is that the people who make enough money to afford the house make too much money to qualify for the program. So that's when I had people ask me, well, why would they offer this program? Like I already said, Bank of America is on trial this week for their part in the subprime mortgage crisis. So this is a great week to have a headline saying, we help people. No, really, we do. The reason, too, is something called ancillary business. It's always great to put out these programs because then the people come to you. And if we have to tell you, oh, guess what? You make too much money to qualify for the program, but that's good news because we can qualify you for another program. So Bank of America can still gain business without actually having people qualify for the program. It's like when you see that Mercedes ad that says you can get a new Mercedes-Benz for $299 a month. And when you go into the Mercedes dealership, they say, well, that's only for left-handed redheads who want to drive only during a full moon. the car for you is over here, and it's a little bit more expensive. And exactly. So if you're wondering now why I said I chose the least expensive house, why didn't I look at condominiums or co-ops? Well, those might be less expensive, but those property types are not covered by this program. Now, where I am in my local market in New York, you might be elsewhere, but the program is not even available here. So we're really putting this video together because so many people have asked me about it. And I don't want somebody to think they should be waiting for a no money down, no closing costs, low interest rate program with no PMI. That sounds really good, but don't wait for it to come to your area because math, that's why. So you know what you should do? Go buy a house.